So we're going to be doing another best barters video. So the last barter video we did was a beginner barter video. This is just kind of like all around. I tried to keep things spread out. So we have a magazine barter, a ammo barter, a grenade barter, an armored rig barter, and a weapon barter that you're not going to want to miss. So let's talk about it. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the X-Field Hideout. My name is Ghost. If you guys have never been here before, I'm super excited you guys are here, and I'm excited about today's video because we're going to be talking about the best barters. Now, I'm going to be dropping more of these videos because I don't want to do like 40 barters in a video, and you might miss something good, and also, it's not something that you can just digest really easily. So we're going to be doing 5 barters a video so you guys can focus. It could be very precise. You could watch it and then go utilize those barters. So the really cool thing about barters in the game, something just happened at the hideout, the scavs got my loot, is the fact that barters play a major role in this game, and they're very fun to utilize. Now, when you are in raid, you're going to be looking for these items so that you can trade them for other items. And I know a lot of times we think like, why don't you just sell some of these items and then buy it that way? But what happens is when you sell some of these items, first of all, the market fluctuates, so you don't always get the same price, but you'll end up selling it. And then once you have the money, you're like, well, now I don't want to barter for it. When really it's completely free if you already have most of these items. So now when you see these items, instead of seeing like, oh, this is a Zippo, you're going to think this is an M67 grenade. Like I said in the last video. Oh, instead of seeing like this is 4 GP coins, it is what we're going to talk about later in the video. So the other thing I want to say real quick about barters is I have received messages on the last barter video I did with people messaging me a little bit upset that my barters weren't exact, but this is what you have to realize, guys. These barters are a guide to make you aware of great barters within the game, but it is all based off of fluctuating market. So when the flea market prices go up, don't use that barter because it's not going to be a good deal anymore. When the flea market prices are down, utilize the barters. So like I'm going to show you in my stash, one of the things that I've utilized is I found bleach for very, very cheap. So I bought a ton of bleach. As soon as I got it where the prices were up again, I stopped buying it because it's no longer a good deal for me. It's better to just buy it outright. So every single item that we're going over today, just know that the market fluctuates, making this a great barter or a terrible barter. It's going to be your guys' job to do your due diligence and make sure that every single barter is a great barter. Lastly, before we get into the video, I want you guys to know I do stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. I'd love to have you guys by the stream. We usually have an amazing time. But now let's get into these barters. Don't pay attention to my stash right now. I got stuff everywhere because I don't have room for it. I need to die a couple times. Okay, so barter number 1 is going to be the ES lamp, the energy saving lamp for an RGD grenade. Now, I've already talked about this on TikTok, but I'm bringing it up again here because it's an amazing barter. You get these all the time in raid. As soon as you get one of these lamps, it's a 1-to-1 trade for the RGD grenade. Now, when you find these on market, I will check for these instead of going to Proper and buying the grenades, which he's the one you're going to be trading for. Instead of going and buying the grenades from him, I should say, for 10,532 rubles, what you're going to do is you're going to go to this little trade and you're going to trade that 1-to-1. And of course, I'm going to do it because I always do it. Now, the thing that I wanted to talk about though is the lamps fluctuate on the market very dramatically. Like when they're 6K, then it's like, dude, buy all the lamps because you're getting 6,000 ruble grenades. But I mean, if the lamps are 11,000, just buy them from Proper. So anyways, that is that barter. Use that barter. It's a great barter, and I love 1-to-1 barters. They're some of the most amazing trades that you can do. Barter number 2, we're going to be going over one of my favorite rigs to run in general, and that is the TV 110. This barter is going to be 4 bleach and 2 shampoo. Now, this is what I was talking about when I was talking about the bleach. Guys, I found bleach for 6,500 rubles. So, of course, I went and bought it all. Where is it? I'm not paying attention. So look at all this bleach I have. I'm ready to trade out for TV 110s. I only have 2 shampoo because shampoo is not really a good price right now, so I'm not buying anymore. So the bleach is going to be anywhere. I got it for 6,500. I think right now it's like 11,000. And then the shampoo is like 15,000 rubles, which is pretty high because you can easily find it for 11 and 12 if you just pay attention. And then let's look at the price of the TV 110 normally. So if we're going over to Ragman before we do the barter, which is where you find it, we have the TV 110 for 98,496 rubles. Now, the barter is going to be right here for 4 bleach and 2 shampoo. Okay, so let's do the math real quick. We have 4 bleach with the price I got them at 6,500, and then we have 2 shampoo at 11,000 because that's what I bought them for. That is going to give us 48,000 rubles. 48,000 rubles, which means that is half the price if you buy it outright. Now, could you buy it on the flea market for even cheaper? Let's look. So we're gonna go ahead and look up the TV 110. Okay, so it's popping up right now. Make sure whenever you guys are checking for armor, you're gonna do it at 100% because that would be comparable to what you're buying it out for. And at 100%, it is, the cheapest is Ragman, 98,000. Everything else is higher. And we'd be getting it at 48,000 rubles with that barter. That's crazy, okay? Use the barter. For barter number 3, we're gonna be looking at 60 round magazines for your AK. If you guys wanna utilize barter items, you can use these quick tabs right here. Just hit barter items and everything pops up for you. Now, if you're going to prepare, you can get right here, once you do the quest ice cream cones, which I have a guide for it if you haven't done it yet, you're gonna go ahead and turn that in and it's gonna unlock this barter for you. This barter is you get the 6L31 60 round magazines for 2 hard drives. If you guys have looted computers at all, you know that you can get up to sometimes 2 hard drives a computer. Sometimes they're just laying around on shelves, they're just laying around on the floor. Hard drives are very easy to come by, that and DVDs. And even if you were to buy them outright on the flea market, they usually range from about like 6,000 to 8,000 rubles. So either way, it's a great price for these magazines. I don't usually use 545 AKs too often, but if you do, this is what you want to do for the 60 round magazines. Now, the barter number 4 is going to tie in perfectly with this because not only is it a purport barter, but it gives you amazing ammunition. The reason why I don't use 545 that often is because I don't like buying BS ammo. And if I'm not using at least BS, I'm not going to use it because BT, sometimes you can shoot somebody right in the face with a face shield and it still doesn't penetrate, unfortunately. I remember when BT was such an amazing round in the beginning of the wipe, and now it's just, I don't even know what I'm doing with my rounds. Okay, so barter number 4 is going to be BS ammo, which sometimes is up to 2,000 rubles a round, guys, on flea market. But 2 hot rods, those little energy drinks that you guys pop as a scav, save them. Don't pop them. Drink something else. You can drink green tea, Coca-Cola, whatever else you find. Save the hot rods. Right here, for hot rods, 2 hot rods is 30 rounds of BS. So what I just said was it could be 2,000 rubles, very commonly, a round for BS, 1,600, 1,800, which means this is technically like 60,000 rubles worth for 2 hot rods. It's an amazing barter, especially if you're constantly scavving or as a PMC, just collecting these hot rods. You can also craft up to 20 hot rods in the hideout for fairly inexpensive as well. So check out that. Make sure that it's something that is going to be cost effective, like if you already have the items. Then if you have 20 of those, you can be trading these for BS and just use a 545 AK all you want because you're going to have amazing ammo. Okay, guys, last but not least, this is the 5th barter for the video. And this is one of the greatest barters I think there is even right now. I know a lot of people like running M4s. It's a great weapon, especially if you want to build like a good M4 and you're wondering like, how do I get the vertical recoil down? You can always check the video called the Meta Monster where I tell you guys how to build a meta M4. This has some key components. So one of the major factors in building a meta M4 is the upper that cost about 65 to 75,000 rubles on flea market. Now, that's the reason why this barter is so good. So it's 4 GP coins, which GP coins right now are on the market for about 20,000 rubles. Sometimes they go up to like 25 or so. 20,000 rubles is the price point because that's what they are currently. That would mean that this gun we'd be paying 80,000 rubles. Now let's go ahead and double click on this bad boy. This gun by itself, guys, I just said that this upper by itself is 65 to 75,000 rubles, which means you're spending an extra possibly 5 to 15,000 rubles with this barter, and that's not including the other things you're getting. You're getting the LVOA handguards, you're getting rails already on it, ready to put a foregrip, ready to put a laser or a flashlight. You guys are getting which one does it come with? It comes with the overmolded rubber grip, which is still decent. It comes with a Raptor charging handle. I mean, everything is pretty much upgraded that is on here. It has the E-mod, which is like a step lower than the HKE1. It's still a really great stock. So if you guys are going to go for a nice M4 build, I mean, 80,000, it might as well be a budget build. You're really only going to end up spending about 100 to 120K for a really nice M4. So whether you find GP coins in safes or other places that have cash spawns, or you flat out just buy them when you want to build an M4, this is totally worth it. You're getting the gun, you're getting the upper, you're getting the 370mm barrel, which is meta. So totally worth it. And I'm really glad that we had this and saved the best for last, because this is honestly, in my opinion, maybe the best or the TB110. Those are probably tied for the best barters in this video. And that's it. That's all the barters I have for you today. Thank you guys so much for coming out and watching another video. Get ready for another best barter series. I already have more things that I want to show you guys that I keep finding, that I keep using. So be on the lookout. If you guys want to see more content like this, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. You can always hit the little bell if you want to be notified whenever these videos go live. And not to try to plug myself on my own channel, but I do drop 3 to 4 Tarkov videos a week, so I definitely think it's going to be worth it. Hope to catch you guys by the stream at twitch.tv/xvlnghost Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Whether you guys want to talk about this stuff live, whether you guys want to get into some raids, or whether you just want to chill out after work, it's usually a fun time. Hope to see you there. I hope you guys are very blessed. I hope you have an amazing day or night, depending on where you're at in the world. I hope that these barters prove beneficial for you and that every single raid is very plentiful. Thank you guys once again, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Got you, little monkey. You little monkey almost killed me, dude.